وانتقل للدكتور
Now I will
عمرو
transfer
طلعت
to
وزير
Dr.
الاتصالات
عمرو
وتكنولوجيا
طلعت
المعلومات المصري.
for communication, the Egyptian Minister of Communications. I'd like to welcome you.
منورنا في منتدى الشباب.
صباح الهنا على الشباب.
Good morning. Good morning all yours.
Good morning.
صباح الخير.
I need to switch to English
أود أن أتحدث باللغة الإنجليزية بحيث يمكن أن نتواصل معا.
such a diversified and excellent blend of speakers. I thought in my capacity I get to choose. I was proven wrong. They told me, they wake up, this is the youth era. You don't choose, you just speak at the end. But I'm happy with it.
دكتور عمرو، بنتكلم دايما انه يجب على الحكومات انها توفر بنية تحتية قوية للمواطنين تسهل عليهم الانتقال للمجتمع الرقمي وان هم يعيشوا فيه بشكل اسرع واسهل وبشكل امن. ازاي نحقق ده عالميا؟ ازاي كل الدول تكفل لمواطنيها حق التواجد داخل المجتمع الرقمي؟
Right. So what the government is doing for people to live better life in the digital world. It's not only about, or maybe should I start with some of the comments, or some of the very valuable comments that were said earlier. And the idea that living in the cyber world is not structured or is not well governed. This is one of the prime rules of the government, to ensure that the cyber world is as safe, as prosperous as it should be, and maybe better than the real world. So the first axis that we as government is responsible to avail and perform is what we call the hierarchical reforms, or the legislative axis. We need to ensure that there are efficient laws that are promulgated to protect people while they are in their cyber lives. We've just issued one law pertaining to cyber crimes that protect people, and to earlier comments from Dr. Muhammad and from Noor about the bullying and comments about e-commerce. All this has to be protected, and all this, the citizen has to be well protected by the suitable laws while sitting on his or her computer, just as when they're living or practicing their normal life. So first law that was promulgated was about the cybercrime. Now we're about to promulgate another law about data privacy, which is extremely important, extremely important. You need to know the minute you hold this device, your privacy is gone. And this is a fact. This is a fact you need to live with. So we need to ensure that this privacy is well protected by law. The third bill that we're working on is the e-commerce bill. The consumer and the merchant and the government, they all need to be protected. Their rights need to be protected while they are in the cyber world, same as in real life. You buy something from a shop, you have the right to return it if you don't like it. You need to have the same rights while you are buying it on the net. If you are trading on the internet as a merchant, your rights need to be protected. So this is another bill that we're working hand in hand with the parliament on. This is the first framework in what the government is responsible for to better cyber life, as we say. Second, of course, is connectivity. We need to ensure that people, more and more people, are connected with the right speed, connected efficiently, and 24/7. And this is another realm that we're working on diligently. It costs money, it takes time, it's not easy, but it is extremely important. Without it, if there is no internet, then there's no cyber life. So we need to get more and more people on the internet. And again, this is another responsibility that the government is working diligently on. Third, and equally important, is ICT literacy. More and more people need to break the technological barrier. I felt amazed going to rural areas and witnessing very simple people that probably are illiterate and utilizing technology. Why? Because they believed it had value. It had an impact. And this is my prime motto. I feel the prime success factor for anybody working in ICT is the impact on people. The more you create impact, then we as ICT people, we as ICT professionals have succeeded. So when you witness a simple old lady holding her smartphone and trying to send a WhatsApp or calling an Uber service or something, you feel this really is the power of technology. And you need to get more and more people breaking the technological barriers. And this is another axis that we're working on. So training, legislations, and connectivity and infrastructure. This is the responsibilities of the government. These are the axes that we're trying to perform on.
حضرتك دكتور عمرو بتتكلم
Dr. Amr, you are talking about some persons who may have illiteracy in dealing with the digital community. Could we need a type of awareness and connectivity with the people to eradicate this digital illiteracy that you talked about? And this is an important point because you said Noor al-Assad and different crimes, cyber crimes, it may happen that those persons who have digital illiteracy could make the same thing. How to deal with them from your viewpoint, and or how you apply this at the Ministry of Communications?
Is one of the challenges, and it has to do with absolute illiteracy. And again, it has to do with convincing people on the positive values, the power of the internet and the power of technology that all the preceding distinguished speakers have already covered. The technology and internet it's a fact. You cannot live without, you cannot ignore, and you cannot avoid. So we need to train more and more people, especially elderly people or illiterate people, how to deal with it, how to face challenges that are generated by it, and keep the good part, keep the positive part, keep using it, keep utilizing it, whether for social purposes or for business purposes or for finding a job or performing the job, yet avoiding as much as possible the negative part of it.
سؤالي الأخير لحضرتك.
My last question to you, the Minister of Communications, how does he live with this digital world, digital community? This is just a curious question.
Just like any other person, my mobile was cut off because I forgot to pay the bill. So this is one way I'm living on the cyber world. Another world, of course, I exploit it and utilize it like everybody else. So my mail, my documents, my even socialization, and work as well. During meetings, WhatsApp is a great tool, for instance, to keep in touch with your colleagues while you're in another meeting. You wouldn't have done that before social media. So yes, I'm using. I cannot claim I am an expert at it, and I still go to my sons to do a lot of favors for me when they agree. But I definitely am a user, a heavy user.
احنا بنفرح بوجودكم معانا والله.
Are happy that you are with us online. It's important that there will be no problems or cyber crimes. Thank you, Dr. Amr, Minister of Communications and Technology. Thank you.